Claire were inseparable, or so I thought. We shared clothes, secrets, even our childhood bedroom until she left for college. She was the wild one, I was the steady one. She called me her anchor. I believed her. But anchors don't get thanked, they get drowned. It started small. A sharp comment disguised as a joke. Invitations to family dinners I somehow never received. I told myself I was overthinking it until last year when my fiancé and I announced our engagement. Claire's smile didn't reach her eyes. By the time I set my wedding date, she was already planning something else for that exact day. She didn't hide it. A celebration at her house. I knew what it was. A distraction, a power play. But I didn't expect my father to side with her. He called me 2 weeks before the wedding, said he wouldn't be coming, said family shouldn't be forced to choose. I remember the silence after he hung up. That silence became my weapon. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I planned. If my father wanted to make a choice, I would make sure he understood the consequences. And if Claire wanted the spotlight, I'd blind her with it. The first step was replacing him, not with just anyone, but with someone who would make their absence scream louder than their presence ever could. My father despised my mother's old friend David, called him arrogant, said he was not real family. What he didn't know was that David had been more of a father Tom than he ever was, teaching me to drive, showing up at school events when my dad was too busy. I called David, told him the truth. His answer was simple. I'd be honored. The second step was subtle. I didn't post anything about David walking me down the aisle. Didn't even tell my aunts who would have surely spilled it. I wanted the reveal to happen in real time. The third step, a photographer I trusted, not to take pretty pictures, but to capture faces, reactions, proof. On the morning of my wedding, I heard Claire's party was in full swing. Laughter, music, champagne flowing like she'd won something. Is smiled. She had no idea. When the organ began to play, I took David's arm. His suit was sharp, his smile calm. I saw the heads turning as we stepped inside, but it wasn't until halfway down the aisle that I spotted them. My father and Claire standing in the back. Yes, they came. Not for me, of course. They'd told the family they were making a surprise appearance to smooth things over. But the surprise was mine. My father's face froze when he saw David. Claire's jaw tightened like she'd bitten into something sour. The whispers started rippling through the pews. Someone in the front row leaned toward them. That's David, isn't it? I didn't look away. I wanted my father to see the way David held my hand steady. I wanted him to seem smile without him. The ceremony was flawless, and the photographer, he did his job well. The pictures later showed everything. My father's stunned glare, Claire's furious side-eye, and my radiant, untouchable. But I wasn't finished. 2 weeks later, I sent out the wedding photos in a family group email. Every single one included David by my side. Not cropped, not blurred, framed perfectly. Then, in the middle of the album, one photo stood out. A candid shot of my father and Claire in the back of the church, faces twisted in shock. I captioned it, the moment I realized I was walking into a better future. No explanation, no argument. Just the truth frozen in time. My father called that night. His voice was sharp, defensive. You embarrassed us. I let the silence stretch, the same silence he'd given me 2 weeks before the wedding. No, Dad, you did that yourself.
He hung up. We haven't spoken since.
Claire, of course, tried to spin it. Told anyone who'd listened that I was vindictive. But the photos did the talking. The image of her and my father standing useless in the back was burned into every relative's mind. Her party forgotten. My wedding unforgettable. Revenge doesn't always come in shouting matches or slam doors. Sometimes it's just about letting people see exactly who they are without you having to say a word. I didn't need to humiliate them. I just let them write their own ending and made sure everyone read it. As for me, I walked down the aisle without the man who was supposed to protect me. And I came out the other side stronger, lighter, and finally free from the illusion that blood always means family. Because sometimes the best thing you can do is replace someone and let them watch you thrive without.